Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let me just say this right now. You know, as a diehard Sixer fan, this season has been hard to watch. You know what I mean? A lot of downs more than ups, and I'm just keeping it real, right? But at the same time, in between time, I am a diehard Philadelphia 76er fan. I'm a delusional 76er fan, and I'm going down with the ship. You know what I'm saying? And they're going against the Boston Celtics after All-Star break. And we're not going to get into All-Star break, even though All-Star break was better than what people. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I think the All-Star break was okay. I'll say that. It could get a lot better, but it was okay in my eyes. But let me just say this. I am starting to be a little optimistic about this specific game against the Boston Celtics. And I don't know why I'm feeling this way, y'all. I don't know why I feel like the Sixers are going to beat the Celtics tonight. By the way, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's definitely going down. We cover the Sixers. We cover the Phillies. It's Philly everything over here besides football. Shout out to TY in the building. I have this feeling that we're going to do something tonight. And I think the energy, a lot of the fans that are off the bandwagon are going to hop back on the bandwagon because this is going to be a game where it's like, all right, we already beat them earlier in the season when we were healthy. We're healthy pretty much now, not completely healthy. I'm hearing that Justin Edwards is going to be out with an ankle injury, and I think Eric Gordon's going to be out with a hip, something with his hip or something, or is that Kyle Lowry with his hip? But we got a couple of dudes out. But let me say this right now. We just signed Walker. We have Jared Butler. We have Grimes, I think, and of course Tyrese Maxey. And we were going to be good, right? In my honest opinion, if Joel Embiid can give you 75, if we get a 75% healthy Joel Embiid, we have a chance. I don't think that we could win today. I think we're going to win, bro. I got a feeling. If we get a 75%, like when it comes to his health, Joel Embiid, we have a chance. Shout out to Ron's opinion. Don't matter. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. Make sure you hit the like button when you come in the building and hit that subscribe button when you're in the building. I just have a feeling. And I feel like Paul George is going to bring it in the second, and it's not really the second half of the season, but you get what I'm saying. After the All-Star break, he said his pinky is healthy, so I think Paul George is going to be better. I think Tyrese is going to be better. And this is the quote. I don't know what practice or what day this quote happened, but Tyrese Maxey has spoken. And this is an I quote. This is what Tyrese Maxey is saying. He's saying on the team's collective morale right now. He said, pretty good energy. Honestly, everybody is out here ready to compete Thursday and throughout the rest of the season. Can I talk that talk, ladies and gentlemen?
That talk.
Can I talk that talk, ladies and gentlemen? So I like that. But my whole thing is it's a difference between saying it and actually doing it. You get what I'm saying? You can say all the nice stuff all you want. But if you're not going to back it up, it doesn't matter. But I like that he's saying there's good energy in the locker room. You know what I mean? There's good energy in the locker room. So he's also saying guys are optimistic. At the end of the day, it's in our hands. That's a fact. I still feel like when the Sixers are healthy, they have a chance to beat anybody on any given day. Meaning, we beat the Cavaliers already. We beat the Boston Celtics already. I'm not going to get my hopes up for the Sixers team, but I like what Tyrese Maxey is saying, and I feel like Tyrese Maxey is the leader of this team. I don't think it's Joel Embiid. I don't think it's Paul George. It's Tyrese Maxey time, right? So, in my honest opinion, let me just read the rest of this, and I'm going to get to my honest opinion about the rest of this season and how it's going to turn out. He said, in our hands, if we want to go take spots and move up in the standings, then we've got to go do that as a group collectively. It's going to start with Joel Embiid, Paul George, and myself. We talk about Tyrese Maxey, right? He said, not just scoring and not just on the court, but mentality-wise, holding ourselves accountable and holding guys accountable. We got to hold ourselves accountable and hold everybody accountable. Meaning Tyrese Maxey has to be good from three. He can't be going one of 11 or 1 of 12 from 3, bricking for chicken left and right, and he keeps on chucking up threes. Drive to the lane, get a higher percentage shot, shoot the midi, stop shooting all these threes, right? That's all I want to say negative about Tyrese. Tyrese Maxey's been balling lately. Holding Paul George accountable. I know you got a messed up pinky. I know you had injections in your knee or whatever your injuries was throughout the season. But if you're only going to shoot one, you're going to shoot 7 times when you know Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey wasn't playing against the Nets and we lose the game because of you, because you didn't step your game up on the offensive side of the ball, you got to be held accountable. You got to be held accountable. So you got to ball out. But he has to see in himself like, yo, I got to step my game up. I got to do better for my team so we can win. So that's holding yourself accountable. Joel Embiid, he has to step his game up as well. Yes, he can still get you 20-some points. I know he's playing on one leg, but my biggest thing, and y'all know how I am. I'm going to get to your comments, TY, shortly. My biggest thing is rebounding. You can't be 7'1" or 7'2", whatever his height is, and you only get me 9 rebounds. I need at least 13 rebounds a game, bro. I need at least 12 rebounds a game, bro. It's a mindset thing when it comes to getting rebounds. Yes, you're scoring, but we need you to get them rebounds because every time when the opponent gets the offensive rebound, they got another 14 seconds to shoot the ball and get points. We need you to get the defensive rebounds. The defensive possession is not over until you get the defensive rebounds. Can I talk that talk, ladies and gentlemen?
That talk.
Right? And then holding everybody accountable, you got to talk to each other and talk to each other. You can say it in a respectful way, but if someone's not balling out, you got to check them and be like, yo, you got to get it together. You got to ball out. You got to do what you have to do. You can't just be like, he's just having a bag. No. You got to say something to him. If Joel Embiid is bricking for chicken, if Tyrese Maxey is bricking for chicken, if Paul George is bricking for chicken, or anybody else is bricking for chicken, you got to call them out, bro. This ain't the time. We only got how many games we got? Like 28 games left. We trying to win, bro. We ain't trying to lose the rest of this for the rest of the season. I know people are talking about let's go get Cooper Flag. Let's go do this, man. I'm not worrying about none of that, bro. I want to win, and we'll see what happens. He also said, not just scoring and not just holding ourselves. Yeah, I read the whole comment, the whole quote. So Tyrese Maxey, I'm 100% behind what he's saying. Sorry, I'm not feeling. Nobody's feeling PG. I'm gonna keep it real with you. But he has to still ball out. He has $200 million to play for. He has a 4-year, $211.6 million contract to play for. It is what it is. We signed him. He gonna have to ball. If not, he gonna get traded in the offseason. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. Bro, if he don't ball out for the rest of the season, he got to skedaddle, hasta luego, hasta la vista. It is what it is. Adios. It is what it is. He got to go. You know what I mean? PG has convinced me that it's only money and health for himself, of which I do use for real. Yeah, I think so too, but he gonna be held accountable. And us Sixer fans gotta, you know what I mean? Hold him accountable, and if he doesn't ball out, he got to go. Point blank, period. It is what it is. Guys, that has been game for long. Don't have it anymore. Yeah, but that's not 100% true because LeBron James is 40 years old, and he has it, and he's one of the best players in the game. So I don't like using the age. I know he did deal with some injuries throughout his career. He's nowhere close to LeBron James, but at the same time, I'm not using the age. He's 34 years old. He ain't old. He needs to just ball out. It's a mindset thing with him. For the most part, I know he had the what's it called? The bruised knee. He had the pinky injury, but still, he got to ball out. You got 200, like I said, you got $211 million reasons to ball out. Let's go. Ain't no excuses. When you lace up them sneakers, let's go. Let's go. There's no respect for it. Yeah, throughout the league, there's no respect for the game, but you know what I mean? I'm rocking with basketball regardless because basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big basketball fan, so I'm gonna still continue to watch basketball. I like watching basketball, man. And I will be covering the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference playoffs play by play. So Even if the Sixers get knocked out, I'm still going to cover the Sixers, man. If the Sixers don't make I'm still going to cover the playoffs. Even if the Sixers if they don't make it to the playoffs, or if they get knocked out in the playoffs, I'm still going to cover the Sixers. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I cover the Philadelphia 76ers and I cover the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Philly everything besides football on this channel. But like I said, I will be covering the Western Conference and Eastern Conference play-by-play playoffs for depending on what the matches are. You know what I mean? In the time, because it's different time zones in the Western Conference. But you know what I mean? Regardless, people are going to be extra. I'm not watching the NBA. I'm still watching the NBA. I'm here for it. I'm going to still rock with my team because I'm gonna tell you this right now. When we beat the Celtics, everybody's going look. I'm telling you this right now, and I don't care how much of because everybody has the right to doubt this team, and me too. I'm doubting this team. They got to show me. But if they beat the Celtics tonight, I'm going to tell you this right now. People are going to start being like, what if they can do something and get into the play-in and see what happens? What if? Because that means they beat the Boston Celtics twice this season if they win. And they almost beat them the last time we played them. So I'm just saying, the Boston Celtics is a very good team, right? But they can be beaten. The Cavaliers is a very good team, but they can be beaten. Any team can be beaten in the playoffs, bro. I'm telling you. I'm trying to stay positive, but the Sixers are probably going to lose tonight against us. I think the Sixers, I got this optimistic feeling, and I don't know why. I did read the quote of Tyrese Maxey, and Tyrese Maxey was pretty much saying there's pretty good energy, and he says everybody is out there to compete. We'll see what happens tonight. I'm telling you this right now for everybody that's in the building. If the Sixers win tonight against the Celtics, a lot of people are going to start being like, what if? Because they're going to say, dang, they healthy. This is probably the healthiest they've been. Besides McCain being out, Justin Edwards is going to be out. Kyle Lowry is going to be out with a hip, something wrong with his hip. But for the most part, the Sixers are fairly healthy. Yeah, Joel Embiid's playing on one leg. He's still better than 75% of the NBA with playing on one leg. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Paul George got to play good. Tyrese Maxey had to play good. Nick Nurse has to play good when it comes to his rotations. He has to make sure Grimes gets enough minutes. He has to make sure Jared Butler gets enough minutes. He has to make sure Walker gets enough minutes. Our newest addition. You know what I mean? We have to make sure they all get minutes. There's no point in getting players if they're not getting minutes. Can I talk that talk, y'all?
Talk that talk.
You already know the vibes, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. I'm just talking about the Sixers, and I'm just thinking about the possibility of the Sixers winning tonight. And I will be live tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Time PM. It's going to be lit. I'm going to do the play-by-play. I'm going to give you my reaction. I'm going to give you my honest opinion throughout the game. You know what I mean? So if you are a Sixer fan, if you liking the vibes, or if you're a Philadelphia Phillies fan, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you haven't already. It's definitely going down. But I'm telling you right now, a lot of the fan base is going to start switching their narrative on how they think after tonight. This could go either way. This can go badly, where they get beat, they get the brakes beat off of them, right? Or, honestly, I'm starting to feel like they're going to win. If they win tonight, I'm telling you, it's going to be a new energy. People are going to start thinking, because we're not that far back when it comes to the play-in tournament, and anything can happen. I'm telling you, y'all. I'm telling you. And I keep trying to, and I know it's only one game. It's a 7-game series in the playoffs. I understand it. They're playing a lot harder in the playoffs. It's more physical in the playoffs. It's more of a half-court offense in the playoffs. I understand all that. But we did beat two of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. I ain't worried about the West. We don't play the West until we get to the finals. The Eastern Conference, we beat the two best teams in the Eastern Conference. Yes, we lost to a lot of bad teams. We went through a lot of stuff this season. And yes, I feel like our record should be a lot better. It should be a lot better, even with all the injuries. This team should be a lot better. But at the same time, we're going to see what happens. We'll be like 14 games below 500. And we're going to see what happens. We'll see how this season finishes off. But I'll tell you this right now. If we don't make the playoffs, I almost guarantee Paul George is getting traded. I almost guarantee Joel Embiid is getting traded in the offseason. But I'm not trying to talk about that yet until we get there. But another thing, that they're celebrating one of the greatest Sixers and one of the greatest NBA players of all time. Today, Dikembe Mutombo, RIP to Dikembe Mutombo. Um, just a great man, a great player. He was famous for the finger, like when he would block somebody, he'll be like, "Nope, not in my house." He did it to many great players, and they're celebrating him. So what they're saying is on Thursday, February 20th, 2025, Philadelphia 76ers will pay tribute. Memorial Basketball Hall of Famer Dikembe Mutombo when they take on the Boston Celtics at the Wells Fargo Center. Mutombo passed away last September at the age of 58 after battling brain cancer. I didn't even know that. Wow. The tribute will take place nearly 24 years to the day that the 76ers acquired the center via trade in February of 2001. And if you don't know, if you're a diehard Sixer fan, the Sixers were in the finals in 2001. That's the last time we were actually really, 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 really good. Um, and not just in the regular season, we were good in the postseason because we got to the finals. The native of Democratic Republic of Congo and former Georgetown Hoya Mutombo was drafted fourth overall, excuse me, in the 1991 NBA draft by the Denver Nuggets. Standing at 7'2", the big man earned the nickname Mount Mutombo for his elite defensive and rim protection. Oh man, immortalized by the signature finger wag. Yep, the signature finger wag celebration after blocking shots. I'm telling you. And you know, Mutombo spent his first 5 seasons of his 18-year career in Miles High City. Man, he's an amazing player, amazing person. He played for the Supersonics. Who else he played for? Nuggets. He signed with the Atlanta. Of course, he played with the Sixers. Yeah, so played on a few teams. One of the greatest, man. One of the greatest. Um, I'm trying to use to watch him at Georgetown. Yeah, the Kembe Mutombo, man. So they celebrating him in tonight's game. In the record, all right. So I'm just want to say this right now. So, all right. So Mutombo's impact undeniable, both as a veteran leadership and defensive stalwart, earning Defensive Player of the Year honors for a second, fourth time. Oh, wow. Hold up. Defensive Player of the Year honors for a second, fourth time. That's awesome. That record has since been matched by fellow Hall of Famer Ben Wallace and current Minnesota Timberwolves center Rudy Go. Man, I ain't no disrespect to Rudy. I don't think he all that. Philadelphia's 76ers finished in the 2000-2001 season 56-26, their best record since the 1984-85 season, a team that featured Julius Erving and Moses Malone along with rookie Charles Barkley. Man, awesome. The 76ers would go on to reach the 2001 NBA Finals for the first time since winning the title in 1983. And that's another reason why I'm kind of like, look, man, I'm just so over like losing on purpose to go get Ace Bailey, to go get Cooper Flag. I'm so over all that, y'all. I'm so over that, bro. We've been losing for a minute, bro. We ain't win a championship. We ain't win a championship since 1983. Why would I want to take on if we suck, right? And we lose on purpose, which we've been losing. We haven't been losing on purpose. We're not losing on purpose, but y'all get what I'm saying. If we suck and we just start losing, that's different from us just being like, yo, we're just not going to play Joel. We're not going to play Paul George. We're just going to lose on purpose to try to get Cooper Flag. Then what's next after that? Then what if we still suck after having Cooper Flag? Say we trade Joel Embiid, Paul George, we have Cooper Flag, McCain, Tyrese Maxey, and Grind, and we still suck. What are we going to say? We're going to tank again? We're just going to tank every single year we're not good? No, we got to just, come on, man. I would love to get a Cooper Flag. I would love to get an Ace Bailey. But I'm so over losing, bro. We ain't win a championship in 40 plus years. That's older than I've been alive. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I'm a little bit over the losing thing on purpose, man. This just might make him available for next year. Would be a good pickup for this. Bobby Portis suspended. Bobby Portis. Oh, he's suspended. I like Bobby Portis, so I would love to have Bobby Portis. What is he suspended for? What is Bobby Portis suspended for, bro? Is that breaking news? I like Bobby Portis, so hopefully it's nothing too crazy because I would love to have Bobby Portis. Those who watch this channel, those who been know who I know. I have a lot of respect for role players, right? And one of the best role players in the NBA, in my honest opinion, is Bobby Portis. So Bobby Portis being suspended for 25 games, I'm not really sure what's going on, but I would love to have Bobby Portis on the Sixers. This just might make it, yeah. But we're gonna see about that. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Will the Sixers beat the Celtics? Big question mark. I think they will. Honestly, I'm starting to switch up a little bit. But I've been wrong all season. Gee, don't take my word for it. I've been wrong all season when it comes to the Sixers. So don't take my word for it. Like, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to win. But we'll see what happens. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm about to get off in a few more minutes. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me any questions that come to mind. Jeremy Kane is talking about meeting Curry. And yeah, he did meet Curry, I guess in the All-Star break, and he's talking about him. That's awesome. I ain't gonna lie, Curry, one of my favorite players in the NBA. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Curry is one of my favorite players in the NBA. What's going on, Chris? For real, shout out to you. Yeah, Curry's one of my favorite players. So this is what McCain said. He said, so I did meet Curry, but I haven't met him in the setting in the NBA yet. McCain explained, obviously, I missed him when we came here to play them earlier in January. And so I'm just excited to see him again, / meet him again. So he wants to see him on the basketball court. Yeah, Steph Curry is one of the greatest players that ever laced up a pair of sneakers on that dang on court. He changed the game. Like Steph Curry really did change the game. You know what I mean? Shooting that ball, the best 3-point shooter in NBA history, in my opinion. So yeah, shout out to Steph Curry. But we're gonna see what happens, man. I got the Sixers winning this game, y'all. I got the Sixers beating the Celtics. I'm gonna give you my final score prediction. Woo! 117 to 111. Sixers. 117 to 111. The Sixers will be victorious tonight against the Boston Celtics. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. And as always, God bless and have a wonderful day. I'm out. See you at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. It's definitely going down play-by-play with your guy, Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. Let's go.